Everybody, good evening. So, wow, it's been pretty non-stop for me today, this week, God, this month, this year. Oh, mate, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. But tonight we got on got a couple of people on tonight. We got Wayne Cox coming on. I'm just gonna send him over now the actual link. Yeah, brother. Here you go. Uh-huh, 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 Paste, send, invite. So you're on there now, mate. Yeah. Man, my actual full thing is just going mad. My phone hasn't stopped. My yeah, the phone hasn't stopped. I just sent you a link through, buddy. Phone hasn't stopped. Emails hasn't stopped. Everything's just mad, man. Mad. I've been having oh God. Just feel like, you just feel like you hadn't had a minute to slow down. And then tonight, um doing a little bathroom for my sister. And then my daughter Harper, she's been unwell yesterday she's had a runny nose for a couple of days, and she's been coughing and it's got worse today. So yeah, we just had to take her down to doctors and that, and I think she's got a virus. So obviously, yeah, it's not nice, man, being a first time parent, never had anything like this. So it's just a bit of one of them where you're a bit cautious, a little bit nervous, it upsets you. So we've had to just shoot down there and say I was just getting into bed. So yeah, I helped to get ready and then I've just popped down here, guys, and just literally jumped on. Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to go out into outbuilding all that. Just open laptop, signed in, boom, here I am. But yeah, evening, guys, evening, Paul. Hope you're good, mate. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. We're going to get Wayne Cox on. He's in his man cave, and he's going to be talking to us about his new machine he's got. I'm going to let him talk about that because I ain't ever used it, but I've heard that it's absolutely the nuts at spraying cork. So yeah, let's see what the crack is with that in a bit. So I'll pull him on and we'll get going. But what's everyone been up to? How's the year shaping up? How's the end of the month coming for you guys? It's the end of the third month, going into April. Don't you think it goes quick? Time flies, doesn't it? Time absolutely flies, man. God, I can't believe I'm 38 next month. 38 next month. Wow. Amazing. How I made it to 38, I don't know. Well, I haven't made it yet. Let's get there, eh? Well, jump the gun and all that, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on in the industry. Again, it's getting wild. On my next house with that garden wall in the background. Yes. Yes. Old memories for you there, then, mate. Yeah, it's industry, man. It's going mad. It's going mad. Constantly. It's evolving. Something news coming out. Something news changing. More and more people are getting involved in rendering. And it's good. It's good to see, man. It's good to see. I'll tell you what. All that says to me is that it's positive that the work's there, the demand's growing. So if a lot of plasterers are transforming over to rendering more, doing more rendering jobs, good on them. You know what I mean? It's good to see. It's good. It's good for us as renderers to know that basically, yeah, it's still busy. You know what I mean? There's new work out there. So I don't mean new building. I mean new work, like new people who want to be getting rendering done. So yeah, it's good, man. It's good. It's good to hear. Good to see. Thanks for everybody who did the round the other day and got me got us out there, got some new members, some good quality members. Yeah, that's what we're after. We're after people who are going to get involved and input into the group as well. So That's a big part of it. So yeah, evening guys, evening everybody who's on. Let me just see if I can get this up on here because I don't have two screens tonight. I don't have two screens. I like to have two screens on. I don't have two screens on. Oh, I'm a little baby. I can hear her coughing. Oh, it upsets me. Yeah, easy sigh. Yes, Dale Cleese. Ryan Bonington. Yes, mate. Evening, Carl. Hope you're good, mate. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's one of them. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring Wayne on in about 10 seconds. Are you ready, Wayne? Yeah, I think he just said, I'm ready, mate. I just seen a wink. I'm going to bring him on and I'm going to ask him some questions about his new machine and about a bit about Cork as well, to be fair, because this guy is absolutely is smashing it out of the park. So if anyone's got any questions on Cork or on any type of, well, on rendering in general, this guy knows his stuff, especially the Optimix as well, which he's got a couple of machines now. Well, he's got a few, and he's got an M330 as well. So yeah, any questions anyone's got, get him on, get him asked. But without further ado, I always laugh when I say that because I can't say it properly. But here he is, the man, Wayne Cox. Yes,
Hello, how are we?
I'm good. How are you, mate? You all
I'm
right?
all right. I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Enjoying the weather. Enjoying the weather.
Yeah,
It's
is it nice
fucking
down there? Yeah,
it is at the minute, mate. Yeah, we're smashing one right out of the park this last week.
have you? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking HP 12 and already been primed.
Oh
So
shit! Yeah.
yeah, 170 square meters by tomorrow in 5 days
Wow. Base coated, mesh
with the
throated.
mighty, yeah,
Yeah.
mighty Optimix is fucking smashing it, mate.
Wow. And what are
Yeah,
you? How are you getting your gear in your Optimix then? How are you
just
getting
with
it
a
in?
shovel.
Just shoveling it in.
Yeah, I've got a big water. I've got two big water butts I mix up in.
Yeah.
So
And what
I
the
mix
lad
up
just
like,
feeds it.
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Wow.
straight in. I mean, I've had my Optimix now a year from tomorrow. It's a year old tomorrow, my Optimix,
Yeah.
and I fucking smashing meters on
Do
big
you
time.
love? Do you proper love that machine, mate?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do, mate. My big machine. You mentioned the M330. I sold that last year, mate. I ain't got that anymore.
Oh, you've not got it, no?
Yep. Nope. Sold it. Got rid of it. Got rid of that. I didn't need it in the end. It never came out. As soon as I got the Optimix, mate, that stayed in the unit. So
Yeah, never used it.
no, I've never used it. I think I came out once for do a liquid floor screed, and that was it. So
Yeah,
yeah, I got rid of it. Didn't need it in the end.
yeah.
So
So you just
just
got shot.
yeah, got a shot of it, mate. Don't need it. The Optimix does everything I need, mate. That really
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
Big
So
time.
wow, that's it. I always get asked, mate, all the time. People ask me about the Optimix all the time, like, and I've done good jobs of it by myself as well, and
Yeah.
like you do it with you and a couple of you as well, and by
Mm.
yourself, you
Yeah.
smashed them out as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of them, mate. I think a lot of people think because it's a little machine in size, it's a smaller machine, and it don't
It
do the
looks a Mickey
mixing.
Mouse sort of machine. To be fair, it looks small. I think well, ain't going to
Yeah,
be mad enough for what you want to do, but the speed is there. I mean, it's not the quickest machine in the world, but it's quick enough.
yeah, yeah. It's
It
quick enough.
really is. Yeah, it is
Yeah, yeah.
quick
It can
enough.
fly. It can
Yeah.
fly on. It
Oh,
can fly
definitely.
on. The problem is keeping it fed in it.
That is it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to keep, mate. And if you're on a scaffolding, that can be awkward if you're on your own.
yeah,
But it keeps you fit. End of the day,
yeah, yeah.
that's how I look
That's
at it.
the thing. I've done 3 tiers on a scaffolding by myself with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I know it works. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But it's just telling people that and explaining it. But I guess it's coming into its own. I was talking to Carl today, and I said it's one of them with the Optimix. I think people were hoping that it would have faded out and gone by now.
yeah. I think they thought it might be a little flash in the pan. Yeah, that's going to be all over the selling sites, getting rid of them.
Yeah,
No one sells them. That's such a good machine. I
yeah,
know probably 3 or 4 people around my area now got them.
yeah,
So yeah, and they've all asked me for advice and stuff like that on them. So yeah,
yeah,
you won't go wrong with it. There's nothing to go wrong with the Optimix, apart
yeah,
from the mixing shaft,
yeah,
the in the middle that can snap.
yeah. It's a
But long as you've got,
wearing part,
yeah,
innit? So
long as you've got a couple, long as you've got a spare,
yeah,
then you've got no issues.
yeah. Same
It's
as any machine,
nothing.
though. You always want to have a different you want to have a spare rotor and a stator and stuff like that, don't you? So
Always,
yeah,
always. My unit's full of stuff for the old MTech,
yeah,
full of stuff. I think I
yeah,
sold loads of it. I sent a load of the spares off with it when I sold it, to be fair, but
yeah,
I've got loads of old rotary statuses kicking around for that everywhere.
yeah.
It's
That's
just,
it, innit?
but the Oxymix, mate, that's just so nice to use. It really
Yes,
is.
it is, innit? It's good to use. I mean,
Mm.
I was saying to Carl, it feels like we're getting some sort of it sounds mad, but some sort of like cult Optimix
Yeah,
like gang. You know
family.
what I mean?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is, isn't
definitely.
it?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. The only thing that could do with is having the bigger hopper. That's all it
Yeah.
can do. That is it.
Well,
Even if they made it longer, not even higher, longer, put a bigger
yeah,
screw in the middle of it.
yeah,
What it
yeah,
would have
yeah.
needed.
You
Just
you
extend
you
it.
wait you wait and see because, like I say, I got told something today, so you might be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, nice, nice. I mean,
So
I was having a chat with Si last week because he come down with a new machine or
yeah,
showed me
yeah,
the new machine last week. So we had a little chat last week about it all as well. So
yeah,
yeah, it'd be nice to get something out there for that to make it a little bit more user
yeah,
friendly.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's with that machine, right? We've got various things that can go with it. So we are looking at some sort of mixing unit, right? That
Okay.
the thing is, we want something that's cost effective. We don't want to try bring something in that if we had it all together, it's like buying a bigger machine or something like that. But
Yeah.
the thing what I see now with the Optimix, and I didn't see this at the beginning, Wayne, but what I see now, right, is the Optimix is a machine where it's kind of like we can add stuff to it and take stuff away depending on what we're doing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's where I see this machine being beauty. So we've got a gun for buttering up boards, EWI boards.
I
So
remember talking about that the other day. So I did say that was already in the unit.
yeah, well, I've got a gun for it, and
Yeah.
I've never seen it till today. But obviously I've seen them on the website. And I've seen people doing it in Europe on internet, watching them.
Mm,
So basically, we're going to have a gun for buttering up the boards. We're going to have the machine itself with a bigger hopper extender,
nice.
possibly a cost-effective mixing unit for mortar. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
I know Si did mention about a gun for rough casting and that as well. Trying to
yeah,
make one.
all that, yeah, easily get
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff, and then it's
Mm.
like, and then it also sprays your top coat as well. So it's kind of like instead of
There's
having
no
to,
there's no machine out there like it in my eyes. I mean, I've only been in the machine game for the last 4 years, to be fair, since
yeah,
lockdown.
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, I wish this was out back then.
yeah,
I mean, I paid 6 grand for my MTech second hand.
yeah,
I
yeah,
had about an hour's training on it, and that was it. It was like,
yeah,
there you go, get on with it.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, thrown at the deep end with that
They're
machine,
hard
big
to
time.
use out of the bigger machines, mate. They are, but
And yeah, yeah,
I just think with all this stuff, like what we can add on to it, I just see it as being like it's a universal machine, mate. Anyone could pick it up, right?
yeah.
Add a mixing unit to it, an instant mixing unit to it for a cost-effective price, and you've got a machine that can bang out base coat. Then you just take the mixing unit away, change the nozzle, and you
That's
can
it. Yeah,
spray top coat. It's
yeah,
like
yeah. In fairness, that's an idiot-proof machine. To be fair,
it is, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, that is an
Yeah,
idiot-proof
I know.
in
I
my
think
eyes.
it's one of them when we're talking about it and that when I see like everyone like you're buzzing off of it, I talk about it. Other people
Mm,
who've got it, all lads who've got it talk about it. It just feels like it's got a good gathering now.
yeah.
We might have to get
Well,
some
it says it
t-shirts
with the
and that.
numbers,
Mate.
mate. As soon as they get the orders in, they're gone straight out again, aren't they?
Oh, always,
So
always, always.
they're not waiting around to be sold. They're in and out.
Yeah,
So
they've gone.
that
They've gone.
says a lot. That really does
Yeah,
say a lot for that machine.
it is. They're always gonna. Every day I get messages off people asking me about the machine. Like every day.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been. I've been non-stop Wayne, and I've literally tonight I've got in. I've just answered a couple of messages that I've got, and two of them were about the Optimix. Two of them, and I'm like, You know, I talk people through it. You know, they say this is what it's for. That's what I use it for. You can do this, you can do that, and it's people are just like they're not even looking at the bigger machines anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
No, they're not. No, that's
it's
why
not.
some of the bigger companies are getting scared as well.
Yeah, it is. It is. The thing is, it has stuck about, and I think a lot of people thought it were going to go.
Yeah,
They thought it were a
yeah, yeah,
flashing pan,
yeah,
innit?
yeah. They thought it'd be a flop. That's only
Yeah,
here for one thing, and that's it. But it's the fact it's an all rounder.
it is, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, good. Yeah, man. Good. Well, what we're thinking is, I'm gonna talk to guys, and I'm thinking we should get some sort of Optimix merch. Like we're
Oh
in the
yeah,
gang.
mate. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, they got to get some. You got to get some merch out there, mate.
Yeah, like with
That's
a
a
gang,
definite.
like the Optimix gang. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
don't know. We'll have to get something sorted out. I'm gonna look
yeah.
into some see what we can design, and if we can get something, and everyone can grab them.
The mighty Optimix. That's what I call mine. The
Is
mighty.
that what you call it? Yeah.
Yeah, the mighty Optimix. That's right. And I
Yeah.
say, no matter what you throw at it, mate, it just carries on.
Yeah, it does. Great
Yeah,
machine. I love it. Yeah.
yeah.
So tell us about this new one you've got. Talk to us.
Ooh, the new one. That is nice. That is nice. It's a bit awkward at the minute for me because the pipes weren't quite long enough. So I
Right.
had
Okay.
to carry the whole machine onto the scaffolding with Si,
Was it light?
which wasn't easy with me inside. Trying to get it off the scaffolding was even harder, trying to clean it out.
Yeah.
But once we got it up and running, oh mate, that's lovely.
Is it?
We got everything because that's got two control panels, one for the material and one for the air. So you can set the speed on each of them. So
Oh,
you can either slower, faster, more air, less air. So
yeah.
yeah, we got all that set up, and that sprayed 2 coats of cork within 2 hours. We've done 60 meters within 2 hours.
Yeah. And
Two
what? Two
coats,
passes.
finished. 2 passes. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Quick 15-minute break between the coats. Down the shop, back again. Yeah, spot on.
What does it spray like?
It is a nice spray. It's not over quick. Not. Cause we had it set at 50-50 sort of thing. So right in the middle. And yeah, it's controllable. That really is
Yeah.
controllable. That's not you don't feel like you're rushing with it. You haven't got to keep up with it, sort of thing. So it is. Yeah, it's a very nice machine to control. Very light. We know what cork's like anyway. It's a light
Yeah.
material. So
Yeah.
having the gun, it was just sounds weird because it sounds like a Hoover.
Does it?
It, right? Yeah, yeah. The air isn't an air compressor. It's a turbine.
Oh
So when
shit.
it's on, it sounds like a fucking Hoover.
Yeah.
It really does, yeah. But it doesn't. That doesn't stop when you shut the gun off. The air, the turbine's still going, but the machine has stopped pumping through. So
Okay.
it does. Yeah, it is weird. Like normal machines, you shut the gun off, everything shuts down, doesn't it? All goes quiet. This one doesn't. That just sounds like you got the cleaner in the background, fucking hoovering away.
Is it
So
loud?
yeah, it's fairly loud, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I need the longer hoses. I'm waiting for some more to come through so
I'll
I
get
can
it away
push the
from you.
machine. Yeah, because I'm only 5 meters away from it, so that's right in my ear
Yeah.
hole half the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's frustrating. But yeah, the actual machine itself is lovely. It's easy to keep clean as well, to be fair.
Is
It's only
it?
because
Is it all
plastic.
plastic, mate? Is
That's
it all
all
like?
plastic. Yeah, it's molded plastic inside. It'll hold a full tub of cork sole.
Yeah.
There's no filling up anything like that.
Straight in.
Um, straight in, yeah, straight in. Prime the pipes with a little bit of washing up liquid with water, and away you
Yeah.
go. So
What's
yeah,
the what's the so how does the air the turbine go off then? When does it go off?
you just turn it off yourself.
Oh, is it?
You just
Yeah.
press the button. Yeah, you press the button on the machine.
That's mad. That so have you got an air and a material hose?
Yeah, yeah,
You
but
got
the actual material, the air hose is bigger than our normal standard ones. What we've got, so it's not. It's probably about half the size of the material hose, but bigger than
yeah
our standard ones. So it's a
yeah
weird one, to be fair.
yeah.
Completely,
I don't like.
completely different connections on them as well.
Is
Completely
it?
different. Yeah, completely different connections. For what we're normally used to, either the Geek Gear or the couple lock ones, what we are for our air hoppers and stuff. Completely
Yeah.
different. So
Okay.
you won't be able to go to the shop and get one off the shelf or anything like that. It is you've got to have that. You just make sure you've got a long enough hose now
So what?
when ordering.
Yeah. So is the hose lightweight or is it heavy? What is it?
Yeah, that is quite light, mate. To be fair, that
Is it?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thinner hose to what the Optimix is.
Mm.
Material hose. It's a lot. That's about half the size of material for the Optimix.
Yeah.
So that is a very thin pipe to carry. So there's no weight in it at all.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's mad. That I just feel like I don't know because I've never used it. I've seen it. It looks quite different, doesn't it?
Yeah, that is. Let's say because that's quite a small, compact machine.
Yeah.
Very easy to move around. 'Cause it's on four wheels,
All right.
so it's like a little shopping trolley.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what it feels like because it's made of plastic and it sits like waist sort of height. So it's quite a tall machine
Yeah.
compared to the Optimix.
Yeah.
But that's so light to move around, three wheels very easily.
Okay.
So, but say Si hadn't even played around with it before I put the
No.
order in.
So you were the main tester of that machine, mate. That's
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
That's
So
you.
soon
Yeah.
as Si mentioned it the other week, I said, "Yeah, I'll have it." As soon as he mentioned, then he sent me a video. He'd had an hour or so play on it, and that was it.
Yeah.
Boxed it up and sent it out to me. So yeah, I had a little go on my own on a little job beginning of last week, and because I was up and down on ladders, I kept getting a few little air blockages in it, but we
Yeah.
managed to sort all that out last Thursday.
Yeah.
So we had no issues after that
So now
at
you
all.
know what the crack is with it, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, because it's just getting the speeds on both sides right. So
Yeah.
every time I shut the gun off, that backed up a little bit. So then you turn it all back on,
Mm.
and all of a sudden you got a massive spurt of gear into a bucket. So
All right.
and then it started to spray properly. So,
Yeah.
but after Si come down last week, that was spot on.
Oh, you
We didn't
fixed
have
it then,
any of
yeah?
that. Yeah, we didn't have any of that at
Ah,
all.
that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
So
So so so let's think it then. So you've got your projects, right? You're mainly doing is it HB12 and then Cork finish?
well, it's not even HP12. It's fatter
Oh,
MS20.
what? MS20, yeah?
Yeah, MS20, and then the Cork. I'm doing a HB12 and TC top coat at the moment.
Okay.
And we've got some other ones already ready for me to go and Cork, sort of thing. So we're doing the Monocouche as well still. So we do a bit of everything at the moment.
Good,
And then
good, good.
I've got the boys doing all the internal work,
Yeah,
doing the
yeah, yeah,
skimming. I
yeah.
don't want to do plastering work now. It hurts. That
Yeah.
physically
So
hurts
what you
me now.
got you got a couple lads doing internal stuff then, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got three
Right.
lads who work for me, sort of thing, and I've got an apprentice a couple of days a
Yeah.
week. So yeah, so I try and stay on the outside if I can.
Yeah,
Now,
that's good going, that mate.
yeah,
That's good going. How are you finding it then having a team like that?
it's hard. It is very hard. I mean, one of the lads might be on tonight, to be fair, listening to us. But yeah, it is frustrating sometimes because I get the phone calls. How'd you do this? What's this for? Can't
Yeah.
come in. Stuff like
Yeah.
that. And when you have, it's like when you plan things ahead.
Yeah.
That at 6:30 phone call in the morning, so I can't make it today. That throws the whole week out or the whole day out.
Nightmare, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I've had quite a lot lately. In the past few years, it's not been easy. I mean, I had 7 blokes
Yeah.
a year ago working for me, 5 vehicles on the road,
Yeah.
and I was just running around like a headless chicken, not doing anything what I wanted to do. I was constantly looking after what they were up to and putting their work right.
Yeah.
So
It shouldn't be like that, should it, mate?
no,
If you're paying for lads who to come and do a good day's graft, and you
that's
know,
it. And so I mean, this week has probably been one of the best weeks I've had for a long time with no stress.
good,
I mean,
good.
everyone's doing what they need to be doing.
Yeah.
We've got 2 or 3 jobs boxed off, ready for me to colour.
Yeah.
So yeah, deposits are coming in, ready for the next ones.
Good.
So yeah, it's just getting ahead of the game again. That's all it is.
Yeah, of course it is, mate. That's
Yeah,
it. And when you get like that, Wayne, yeah, you just want to keep it going, keep the momentum going, don't you, mate?
yeah, yeah.
All you
That's
want to
it.
do, yeah, is just perfect what you've got. Now that's it, innit? Just make sure it keeps ticking nice like that, you know?
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's just getting people to play ball sort of
yeah.
thing and just work
Play your
to that
game.
highest. You up?
Get them to play your game. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's your
I
game.
try.
You're doing
Yeah,
it.
I'm trying, mate. I do try, and
Yeah,
it's so hard sometimes just repeating
yeah,
myself on things I want, like getting photographs and videos of people for jobs,
yeah,
so I know what's going on. That's so hard to get people to do
yeah,
that,
yeah,
and to me, that should be a natural thing now. If you've got pride in any
yeah,
work, you take a photograph of it.
yeah.
I mean,
Send us
I've
it
got
over.
bloke working for me with me doing this rendering job at the moment. Good mate of mine, Elliot, and he's taking videos and pictures for me and putting them on his Instagram stories and tagging me in them.
Yeah,
And
good.
he's getting work for both of us that way as
Yeah,
well.
good. I
It,
know that's all hard stuff to get into people, that to get your team to be
yeah,
doing stuff like that. It is hard, mate. Um, but that's the thing, mate. If you can get, I've always said it. If you can get 4 or 5 good people on your team, you can do a lot of work. You can be
yeah,
really successful with that. You can have a great
yeah,
life with that.
yeah.
So
I mean,
it's just
last
one of
year,
them.
I mean, we've done fantastic last year work wise. We were flat out. First thing my accountant said, you've done a lot of work for no money.
Yeah.
That's been the big problem in the past few years. There's been no major profit in
Mm,
anything we do. We just break even, or we lose a bit here, make a bit on that one, and
yeah.
it's not what I'm in it for.
No, you need to be constantly hitting them targets, don't you, mate? That's what
Yeah,
it is. But
yeah,
that's it. While you're in the position now with your 3 guys and yourself and your apprentice,
yeah,
yeah. If I were you, I would just go about perfecting what you've got,
yeah,
milking everything you can out of what you've got, and
yeah,
like, you know what I mean. That there is perfect. You will earn a good income.
yeah,
You'll have no stress. Look how you are today. You're nice and
yeah.
vibrant, happy.
Yeah, so this whole week has been fantastic. I mean, this one we're doing,
Exactly.
this big render job we're doing, so 170 meters. We only
Mm.
started last week, and we're already priming it today. Started priming it.
That's
We've got
great going, isn't it?
we've got one wall to render tomorrow, just to spray the top coat on
Yeah,
for floating up, and that's it. I've got a lad going in Friday, Good Friday, to finish painting, and
yeah,
we might even start putting top coat on tomorrow, TC
yeah,
tomorrow as well. So we're 50-50.
yeah,
Customers are over the moon with it.
yeah.
Well
That's what
happy.
you want, innit? When everything's like
Yeah,
that, you're nice, aren't you?
yeah, that's it. Yeah, and they say customer got ripped off by another builder in the past. Jobs took longer to do. Floor screeds were all out of level, all that. So he's constantly watching what we're doing, and he can see how much progress we've made in the last 3 days. It's
Yeah,
just been awesome, to be fair, and he's well happy with it.
yeah. That's it, mate. If that's what it is, that's all. That's you know what I mean. Keep it going like that. There's no
Yeah,
a lot of the time, Wayne. Right? People don't put a cap on. Um, max. They don't put a cap on a ceiling on what they want to do, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. Do you know what I
no,
mean? So, like, if you say I'm happy to earn X amount of money a year, and these 3 guys and this labourer and the customers and the jobs I'm doing is going to earn me this much if I do this right and this right and this right.
yeah,
That's all you need to target. That's it.
exactly. That's
You
it.
know,
Yeah,
I made the mistake of thinking, well, I'm doing good with 5-man team. I'm doing really well here. I'm enjoying this. We're earning great money. Business is up. We've got dough in the bank. And then all of a sudden I'm thinking, if I get another 5,
yeah, yeah.
that'll
That's
double it.
it.
But it
It
don't.
don't work. It
It
goes
don't
the other
work.
way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it goes the other way. It
Yeah.
don't work, mate. It don't
No.
work. So,
Well, you can't. Well, the problem is you can't get 10 good people. You'll
no.
get 5 and 5.
Yeah.
That they try and even each other out a little bit, but no.
No, it turns to shit.
It always makes me laugh. I look at the bigger firms around my area and thinking, how can you make money when I used to work for some of them and half your fucking team just stands around doing fuck all.
Yeah.
As such, how can you make money when half your team are just standing around
I
hiding?
know. And a lot of them, mate, as well. It's one of them. Like I said, there's some successful people out there who do it, but a lot of them use a lot of them outsource a lot of work as well, which is
Yeah,
a good way for them to make money. So you'll have a rendering company, and what they'll do is they'll just have gangs of teams, but they're like freelance. They do work for anybody. Do you know, if someone's paying £2 more
yeah,
a meter, they'll go there. So, but they're good at
yeah.
what they do. So they do all right with it. But yeah, it's one of them, mate. You just got to be happy with your lifestyle and everything that goes with it,
Yeah.
haven't you, as well?
Yeah, so things are
You know?
stressful as enough. I mean, me, I do suffer with my mental health side of things, and it's hard. It is hard when you say constantly chasing money and
Yeah,
chasing jobs to be finished, and it's nice to have some people behind me who can just take the ball and run with it while I'm having a bad day. But
yeah.
sometimes they can't even do that.
I know.
As horrible as it sounds, I love them. They're all great guys. All of them
Yeah,
are great guys, but some of them are just like you just want to strangle them.
yeah,
So it's just
yeah. I
like
get it, mate. I get
give
it,
them a
mate.
kick up the arse sort of thing
Yeah.
every now and
But
again.
that's it, innit? But there's loads of things we can do. Like now I've analysed like what I've done and been through and stuff, and it's like analysed it all, and I know there's certain things that I could have done to probably change the way people are and think, like little things like giving them like I know I don't want to go down the financial incentive thing because then you want to get people
Yeah,
for money. But there's little things you can do like taking them out to have a meal or like little to
yeah,
show that you appreciate them. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
I
I
mean,
think
I'll buy them
yeah,
tools every now and again, trowels, stuff like
yeah,
that. If I need any little tools, I'll just get. Yeah, it's not a problem. There you go, sort it out.
yeah,
I'll try and look out if they need anything. I'll try and help them
yeah.
wherever
That's
I
it.
can, sort of thing. But that's
Yeah, I
got to
think
come
that's
back
the
as well.
key.
It's got to be returned as well to
Oh yeah,
help me out.
it works both ways. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. You want to find a nice harmony in it. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
so, even with a case of some of the jobs that I want to do, it's like if someone comes on and helps me out of a job and we smash it out of the park and I've made what I wanted to make and there's a bit more profit in it, I'll be like, look, there's 5% there. Boom, there you go. You can have that. And it's a nice little, it's a nice little drink. And next time they'll think, when someone's offering them a quid more, hopefully they'll be thinking, well, you know what, he looks after me. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
So,
the thing.
but that's just it. There's loads of things like that I've learned over the years. Through my audiobooks. I'm constantly listening to audiobooks. Do you listen to audiobooks?
Yes, I do actually. To be fair, quite a
Yeah,
lot now.
yeah,
Yeah, I never used to.
mm,
I was just having music on in the background,
yeah,
my techno or my happy hardcore music sort of thing. But
yeah,
yeah, lately I have been listening to the books. I've listened to quite a few that you've recommended as well through
yeah.
here
Good,
as
yeah,
well. So yeah,
yeah,
I like listening. At the minute, I'm listening to podcasts a lot at the moment on
yeah,
Spotify.
podcast,
Yeah,
yeah,
so I've got doing Craig Wilkinson's. He's got his
yeah,
Spotify one, so I've been listening
yeah.
to that quite a lot lately as well. So just trying to help my mental health and get me, because when you're doing this sort of work, no one ever teaches you how to do the business. You're shown how to render, have shown how to plaster, you can
Yeah.
master that, but the other side, no one ever shows you, and that's
It's a
where I've
different
always
thing, though, isn't
failed
it?
on.
It's a different skill set, though, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and I've always failed on that. I'm not an academic person. I'm a
Yeah,
manual
same as
person.
me. Same as me.
Yeah, so trying to get in the office and do bits is so hard. I
That's
look at the
it. And
screen and
it's
I
not
black
fun. It's
out.
not interesting, though, is it? It's not
No,
interesting, is it?
no, no, it's
That's it.
not. I try and get in and out quick as I can, sort of thing. But even then,
Yeah,
I'm in here, and then I'll have a look at something else, and my mind goes elsewhere.
you procrastinate.
Yeah, that's the thing, mate. Definitely.
You
Yeah,
procrastinate, same as me. I'm
yeah,
exactly the same, mate. The thing is, I've got tools now that I use, right? Like the CRM systems, right?
yeah,
That's populated already with everything that I need. So
yeah,
I actually sat down and stressed myself to populate it, right, with stuff, so that when I go to look at a job, all I need them to do, I actually pass them my phone and just go, right. You need to put your email address in there so it's correct, your number in there so it's correct. If I haven't already got them, usually I've got them from a form.
yeah,
But anyway, I'll just go, is that your information? I'll be like, yep, sound. And I'll go, okay, no problem. And I'll go through the job, I'll do the meterage. And then as I'm going through, I'm writing into the CRM. When I leave them, I just press send, mate. That's it.
yeah. I mean, I've got the Tradiefy app on
Yeah,
my phone and stuff.
that's
That's
it.
awesome. That's
That's it.
absolutely banging.
Yeah,
Yeah, one of the best systems I've brought. I've got a simple invoice app which I used to use, but
yeah,
the CIM, say Traderify, getting everything down on a price list
yeah.
is so much easier, and it
Exactly.
adds your percentage to the top of everything as well.
Exactly. Yeah, and if you get an
That's
easy
where I
job,
always failed. That's what I never used to do. I used to give them like £85 a square metre, £90 a square metre. That's it.
yeah,
Now I break it all down into meters,
yeah.
material, and then the 20% on the top of all the materials.
There you go. Exactly. Everything added up.
So
And then on
yeah, and
some jobs,
people are like, oh, can I have a breakdown? No, it's already there. You've
yeah,
got
it's
a
all that's it.
breakdown of
It's
everything.
done. That's it. It's all done.
Yeah,
It's brought down for you, and you can
yeah,
pre-populate all your description and everything like that. So it's already saved. So I don't
yeah.
need to go through the process. It's all in there for you.
That's
So
it.
it's
Yeah,
unbelievable, mate. And that alone will win you more jobs, right? Than not sending a quote after like 3 or 4 days. So
yeah.
you're quick. You're in. Do you know what I mean?
That's
So
it. I mean, that's how I got this big job. What I'm now on at the moment.
yes,
I got recommended with somebody else. But we both looked at it. He never got back to him.
exactly. There you
I
go.
got straight home and sent the quote straight out as soon as I got
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, and there you go. They're happy with that. That's
Bang.
it. They love it, and that's a good thing, mate. So
Yeah,
you are doing stuff, mate, to make your life easier. So that's no coincidence, mate, that you're feeling,
yeah,
weight off your shoulders. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, since I built the office after Christmas, that's out
Yeah,
of the house. I'm not. I can come straight in through my back gate, straight into the office after work, do what I need to do on the computer, then go in the house. Not
yeah,
go to the house, see the dog, see the cat, see the kids,
yeah,
and forget about what I need to do. I
yeah,
try and do everything before I even go in the house now.
yeah. And then it's shut off. It's done in it, mate.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's
it.
good, mate. That's good. That's what I mean, and you can see it just lifts the weight off your shoulders, mate. Makes
Yeah,
it easier. Makes your
oh,
life easier.
definitely.
Yeah, a lot of us don't. A lot of us don't give each other enough ourselves enough credit. But the reality is, it's like if you are struggling to do your paperwork side of your business and all that, it's like you're not the only one. Like you're like me, Wayne. We're the same.
Yeah,
I hate it, mate.
yeah,
So I make sure that I put stuff in place, right, that filters out anything that I don't really want to do.
yeah.
That's it. And
That's
then
it. Yeah,
my accountant, right, basically Sarah deals with my accountant because I don't want to deal with her. So
that's the same as my missus.
Sarah does it. So I just said, so she's like, well, what does Joel want to do? And I said, I don't want to do no. I said, I want to do the graft, yeah. And I want to be able to work on the CRM where Sarah can see it and she can basically sort out any bills that I need to pay or anything like that with you. I don't you two talk to each other. Like
That's it.
that's it. And she's like,
Yeah,
okay, well, it's this much a month. That's what I'm like, yeah, no problem. That's
doesn't
it.
matter. Yeah, I'll pay it. Doesn't matter. Yeah,
Yeah.
if it
So I
keeps.
just
Yeah, that's basically what I want to do. My missus is trying to run her own business as well at the same
yeah,
time, so it's quite hard for her to do both for
yeah,
me. So
yeah,
I'm now looking at trying to get her just a secretary in for one day a week, eight
yeah,
hours, just to go through all the paperwork, put everything on QuickBooks and all that sort of stuff for
yeah,
me,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and keep everyone happy. And
Yeah,
then yeah,
exactly. Pay all lads and that. Make sure your CIS and that's done.
yeah,
It's that's what it is really, in it, mate.
that's
And
the
that's
hard
all
bit.
stuff where it's like you know what I mean. It's like accountants that I've had in the past have tried to talk to me about stuff, and you should know your numbers and you should know what you're doing. I
Yeah.
know that, but it's really not a strong point. So
No, well, if it's just the language they use, though, it's just all the big words, and it's just
yeah, I
like
can't get it, mate.
you have to repeat yourself 6 or 7 times to me, mate, because I still can't understand you.
Yeah, I don't
It's
get it either.
no,
So I just let Sarah's proper switched on with stuff, so I just let her deal with a lot of stuff, mate, and like
yeah,
anything that she don't understand, she'll just bring it up to me, and
yeah, that's
I'll
it.
sort. So it's like even now when I get inquiries through, she sifts through a lot of my inquiries, and some of them that she knows I won't be interested in, she'll put them on to someone else or tell them that
Yeah,
we're too busy.
that's
If
it.
it's something that she knows I'll be interested in, she puts it into an email box, and then I look at it. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah,
that's how I
good.
got it as well. So that's a
Yeah.
good way because you know what, mate? Back in the day, I used to just answer everybody and try and quote
I
everything. It's
try.
like,
I've tried to. I have
yeah,
tried to, but lately I've been doing the WhatsApp. Send me some photographs
yeah,
before I even leave, so I know what's going on. If it's a recommendation job, and it's a rendering job, I know 90% I'll get it. Because if I've
Yeah,
been recommended,
yeah, yeah,
then
yeah,
they're,
yeah,
they're not tire kickers then, as
yeah,
such.
exactly. Yeah,
They're,
yeah.
they're, they're, they're looking for you. So,
I
I
don't
mean,
really
with the
look
little
at
jobs, I
the
do try and keep a little job every now and again because I work a Saturday morning. That's my
yeah.
cash job. That's my little.
How come you? How can I ask you? How come you do weekends as well?
I've always worked weekends. I used to work seven
Why?
days a week.
Why?
Yes, I can't sit around doing much. I've got to be doing something.
Wouldn't there anything else you'd rather do though, Wayne, than put a fucking ceiling on a Saturday morning?
To be fair, I quite enjoy it. I do enjoy my job, but it's
Yeah, but you're doing
weird.
it 5 days a week already.
Oh, I know, but because of the way the business has ran lately, that little bit cash injection on a
Yeah,
Saturday
yeah,
helps pay for the fuel for the van.
yeah,
And I don't. So I'm only worked about 2 o'clock on a Saturday, to be fair, and
yeah,
it's in and out. Jobs are good and 400 quid, whatever.
yeah.
That's my wage because of I pay all the boys' money wages. I'm the one who's having to wait all the time. So
I get you.
Saturday for me is my weekly wage.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
gives the missus some cash for the week for shopping, etc.,
yeah, yeah,
etc.
yeah.
To
I
be
get
fair,
you. I
yeah.
get
I
you.
mean, I used to work 7 days a week and 3 nights a week at one
So,
point.
so what you need to do now then, because you are flying now, you're in
Yeah.
control, you got everything sorted. Your next thing now is to get to the point where you don't have to do that Saturday to pay whatever
Yeah,
you
I
need
know.
to
I
pay.
want to, mate. I've got hobbies I want to do. I've got
Yeah,
a car
of
in my
course.
lockup. I'm trying to respray for my missus.
Good
I've
man.
got to
Good
get
man.
it done before October this year because she wants the fucking car back. So
Yeah,
I used to do a panel beating and body repairs years ago. So it's something I've enjoyed doing. So I
yeah,
want to get it sprayed up for her, get it back on the road,
yeah,
and then keep her happy. And I can do another little car then for myself, or convert one of my old vans into a
yeah,
camper, day
yeah,
van.
yeah. Yeah, that's it, Wayne. So I totally I get you, me mate. You know what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
When I say to you, you don't want to be doing weekends. I don't say that in a rude way.
Oh no, 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 no,
I
that.
you know what I'm saying. I do it in the sense of like I've done that as well. I've done
Yeah.
it as well. I've
Weekends are
worked
family time.
for exactly the same reason of what you just said
Yeah.
though, because you need the dough, mate. You know what I mean? You need to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I needed to, or I needed to go mop up other people's shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
it. That's the
Yeah.
realistic thing about it. We're being honest, and it's like that.
Yeah.
I've done that for years, mate, and it's like now at the point where it's like, yeah, you don't need to do it, but you can do so many other things. You know, I'm buzzing off you, mate, because you're just there. You're just there,
Yeah.
aren't you? You're gonna
Thank you,
get to
mate.
the
Yeah.
good. You're gonna get to the good place, you know.
Yeah. I hope so, mate. I mean, I've
You
been to
are,
the lowest. I've been to the lowest of places, mate. I've been bankrupt.
yeah,
I lost my first business through having an accident. I mean, I
yeah.
broke both my wrists. 2008. I broke both my hands.
Yeah,
So
I'll do that.
fell off the scaffold.
Oh,
It was my own fault. I had a tower scaffolding, couldn't quite reach, so I put a ladder on top of it.
oh
Stupid
my
thing to
god.
do. Stupid thing to do. But I was only, what was I, early 30s at the time. But it was a 2 second job just to go and touch up with a bit of paint, and
No way.
I didn't even get to do it. I smashed my head open on the floor, but I dislocated every bone in my left hand, broke my right hand, and ripped the tendons in my foot.
Bloody
So
hell.
7 months out of work, recession hit everybody. 2010.
Oh, yeah.
That was it. I was game over for me,
Bang,
and bankruptcy followed. So I've only
bang.
been back self-employed probably 6 years, 7 years now.
Mm,
So I've rebuilt again from
yeah,
nothing. So I've been down both roads.
yeah,
So, and even last time I had 7 blokes work for me last time.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
I've always had the passion of being self-employed.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I can't work for anybody else, not anymore.
yeah. I know what you mean, mate.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
I am lucky still to be here, let alone doing
You
what I'm
are.
doing.
You're looking at you got your hands, mate, after breaking them both
Yeah,
like
yeah. So don't get me wrong, it hurts in the winter time. I do. That's why I want to render now because using the machines are easier on my
that. Yeah,
hands. I'm not physically putting my wrists under so much pressure. Where
Yeah.
if I'm plastering internally, I physically hurt for 2 days after
Yeah. Yeah.
I do
Yeah. Yeah.
something because of the pressures I put behind my trowel when
Yeah.
I'm putting the shine on stuff.
Mm,
I'd rather be outside, and it's where the money is now.
yeah.
It
Good
is
point.
where you keep saying like the industry is growing. It is. There is so much rendering work around at the moment because of
Isn't there?
all the new systems right out there. The
Mm,
Cork, the TC, the silicones, the
yeah.
monocouche. There is so much going on at the moment, and it
The
is
lime
getting
renders as
better and
well.
better. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, Matt, people who keep asking me, "Well, can you do sand cement?" No, I don't want to do it. I
No
can't
way.
guarantee. Can't guarantee sand cement anymore.
Yeah. I
I will
can't
not put my
guarantee.
name to it.
No,
Can't put
you
my name. I
can't.
said I can do it. I
Mm,
will do it if you want me to, but don't ask me for a guarantee
yeah.
because I
Well,
can't.
you've got the K mix now. That's a good one.
I remember you saying about that.
If you
Yeah,
just
so
want to paint that.
because I've used the K mix quite
Yeah.
a lot, but I find spraying that to like the FASA or anything else that really oversprays. The K mix
All
really
right.
spits really fine, a fine mist past the gun, and
Oh
that goes
yeah.
fucking everywhere. The proper K mix.
I hadn't
But
noticed it. To be fair.
the
Yeah.
actual K mix itself really oversprays a little bit, and I find it shrinks and cracks slightly. You get
Does
some
it?
little
Have
hairline
you used the new
shrinkage.
one though?
Not the new one, I haven't, not yet.
The new one's
I've got a
got.
couple of pallets of FASA left in my unit. So once they're gone,
Yeah.
I will get a pallet of the
Give
other
it a
stuff
go,
through.
mate. Give it a
Yeah.
go.
The problem is
It's
that that's not spec for anything else, though, is it? That's the only thing. That's
it's got less cement in it though.
mm,
So it's got less cement in, and it's nice, mate. It were nice to work
yeah,
with. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, it picked up quite lively as well. But yeah, it were
nice.
nice. Yeah, yeah, it were
Yeah,
good, mate.
so I did say that was quite a nice gear, and you build it out quite well as
Yeah, you
well.
can give it a go. Give it a go. Like I say, for
Yeah, I
me,
will. I'll have a play once I've got these last two pallets faster
yeah,
out
yeah,
of the unit. I'll get a delivery of that and see what's what because I prefer the OCR renders more
mm.
to the polymers.
Yeah. They're
Don't know
easier to work
why.
with.
Yeah, they're a bit more standard. But they're wrong. I've enjoyed using HP on this last job I'm doing. I
Yeah,
really have enjoyed using the HP. But I'm only doing a 6 mil finish or 6 mil and
yeah,
then TP on the top. So
yeah.
it's straightforward
It's
sort of
nice
finish.
though, isn't it, mate?
Yeah,
It's
it's creamy.
yeah. I've been using a lot of HP12, and honestly, I can nail jobs with that, mate.
Yeah,
Like
they're
I
wrong.
really
I like the
do.
X32 as well, the Eco Rend.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have
I haven't
liked that
used none
quite a
of that
lot.
for a while. I do like X32 though. I haven't used
Mm.
none of it for a while, mate. I've
You
just
know,
been on HP12.
I've never been a big fan of K Render. I've used
Mm.
it when I've had to, but I'd rather use Eco Rend or anything else.
Is
Johnson's
it?
I used to use a lot of.
So
Um,
do you think X32 is better than HP12 then?
I do. Yeah,
Do
it's more
you? Yeah,
creamier. Yeah, it's more
yeah,
creamier. It doesn't seem to be as bitty
yeah.
as
Oh, it's finer.
HP12.
A lot
Yeah, it's
finer.
a lot finer to
Yeah,
use.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So it's just, I think it's just a nicer gear, and the fact you get the plastic bags around it
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah.
I can't see why none of the other companies would do it.
I don't know either myself. It might be a cost thing in it, but
Yeah, but
I think
if it costs us an extra 10-15p a bag,
yeah, you
I'd
won't
pay it.
care.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I'd
care
pay it.
because I know I haven't got to worry about keeping the fucking gear covered up.
Yeah,
Then
I'd pay for the bag, mate, alone. The
yeah,
bag alone's worth it, innit? It's
it
like
is. It is. It's
you pay
definitely
5p
worth
when you
it.
go to the shop and get a bag. So
Okay, you know it. Yeah, that's what I mean. But they just last longer because otherwise they get so many lumps in and that's dead
yeah,
gear there, dead money.
yeah, it is. Nah, you're right. I think they've got a great thing. I don't know if you've been to the Eco Rain factory or if you
No,
ever
I
thought about
want
going.
to though. I do want to go up there. To be fair.
Yeah, you should go, mate. It
Mm.
is. They have got a great setup up there, mate. They have honestly. It's yeah, it's banging. Great factory. The
Yeah,
guys up there are sound as well. Do you know what I mean? But yeah,
yeah,
it's one of them, mate. It is a good setup, mate. I'll be honest with you, it's banging. But yeah, X32, like I say, I hadn't used it for a while. I've used an OCR from them guys not so long ago, and that were good. That were really good
yeah.
to
No,
use
I
as
haven't used
well.
their OCR yet. To be fair.
Mm. So yeah, you can't knock it. It's a great British brand. I think right about now it's they're up there, aren't they? I'd say you've got
Yeah,
your K end, your Eco end, but then also I think VPI are coming in hot too.
VPI are very nice. I like the Monocouche and VPI.
Yeah,
I do like
yeah,
them Monocouche.
it's coming in hot. The base
That
coat,
spray, that spray is so nice,
yeah,
and it scrapes back lovely.
yeah,
That
yeah.
really does. Yeah, I'd use that in Eco render over K render any day.
Would you? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I've never been a
wow,
fan of K render Monocouche. I've had so many
yeah,
issues with it in the past, with
yeah,
the little holes what appear, and
yeah, yeah.
just colours. I had a pewter grey when different colours. I had to do it 3 times, and it still wouldn't dry properly.
No way.
Yeah, and they kept saying it was down to me. I said, well, how can I spray it on?
Yeah, well, you've
It was
got you.
mechanically
Well,
put on
when happens, you've got the
with
young
the
ones.
MTech. Yeah, the MTech put it on to start with, and it was just it's mechanically mixed. It's everything is gauged perfectly. How can it be application problem
Yeah,
when it's drawing light and dark patches everywhere?
yeah, yeah,
It's just weird. It's
yeah.
3 times I had to do it in the end. That cost me in the end.
Did it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only problem with anything render wise now. It is so expensive. You cock it up.
Oh, it's done.
That's it. It's so expensive to put right. That's
Mm,
where that's why I think some of the lads are a bit scared to come into the rendering because of that cost of things.
mm.
Skimming, if you mess a wall up, PVA, away you go, another tenner, done.
Yeah.
Where rendering is a lot more involved.
There is, isn't there?
Yeah,
I've had a little bit of a thing today on a job that I'm doing. So I'm doing to be fair, the walls are that far out on it, right? I've put I, I've base coated it, and then I've done 2 passes of the mono on top, right? And I'll be honest, it, not as bad as they are, Wayne, but they are bad, mate. Like
yeah.
they're fucked. So basically I've gone through in a couple of sections, right? And I never go
Ooh,
through, mate. Yeah, I never
yeah,
go through. So for me, it's like I haven't gone through for years. So I'm just thinking to myself, I'm kicking myself thinking, should I have put another layer of base coat on? Should I have I don't know, put the mono on thicker? You know, you just think he's saying, "Ah, Joe, why didn't you just fucking,
yeah,
you know?" And again, for me, luckily enough, right, the base coat I was using was a line-based base coat. So for me, all I need to do is primer it, right, and then I can
yeah.
spray it with a thin coat. And it's not a big area. We're talking 40 meters.
Right,
So
right.
it's not
Yeah,
even 40 meters, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
So, just shy of that. So for me, it's kind of like I've kind of caught a blight. It's going to cost me a few tubs of that and, a bit
yeah.
of primer.
Yeah,
But
I've had that in the past though, but the customers are like, "Well, no, I don't want silicon. I want the monocouche look." So it's like, meet me halfway here. Things have gone wrong. I'm trying to
yeah,
rectify things, but yeah,
yeah,
I've had it in the past, and that's what happened with that K render. I said, "Look, we can go over the top of it with a silicon, or we can
yeah,
paint it
yeah,
with their paint." And don't want that. That's not what I wanted. I want it. I want this look.
yeah.
So
But
well,
do they know what they need to know as well is right by going over it with so I'll be using Crepinol it is from VPI. If I'm using that, you understand you're getting a better system now.
that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Like I'm putting on like the next level of render onto this now. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
So it's
they don't
like
realise it's that look. They don't. It's that texture. What they got to look at. Like whenever I get a rendering job come in, or can
mm,
you do K render, or can you K render? Yeah, I can. I can use their products, but there's other things out there, sort of
yeah,
thing. And
it's just the name, yeah. But
that's the
hey,
name.
I take my hat off to a me, mate. They've boxed off
They
that rendering name,
they
mate.
really have. Yeah, for people
Yeah.
just to say, can you K render, to think that's the actual product sort of thing instead of a brand.
Stick it on your
Yeah.
thing.
So
Stick it, stick it on your stick it on your van. I do the care end, mate, because that's what they want to
yeah.
know.
Yeah, I have, mate. I've had it on my vans. I've got the Cork sole. I've got the VPI stickers. I've got all that on my vans.
Mm.
Now it's just, but yeah, it's just. To be fair, I'd rather do the Cork
As a
for me.
coating, yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, I'd rather
So,
go to Cork in
so
now.
check this out. Check this out, right? So with Cork, right? I think people think I've got a gripe with Cork, right? I
Yeah,
haven't. I haven't got a gripe with Cork, right? As a product, I haven't got a gripe with it. What the only thing that pisses me off, Wayne, with it, yeah, is when you've got people who aren't renderers. So I would never say to you, Wayne, yeah, fucking why you using that shit for? Because I know Wayne Cox is a
yeah,
renderer. I know Wayne Cox can use all different types of renders. He can spray
yeah.
what he wants. The thing is, he's a skilled man. His company do top jobs. What I have a problem with is this: when
Painter and decorator.
someone who doesn't have a skill set, they can't do the job. They bought a hopper and they're going to coat everything. And when I say coat everything, Wayne, I'm on about. I've
Yeah,
seen jobs where people have sprayed soil pipes,
yeah,
down pipes. They've just gone over everything apart from fucking glassing windows, mate. And it's like I'm thinking, really? And they're putting up saying it's a Cork render.
yeah.
And it's
It's
like
not a coating. Yeah,
that's what I mean. It's a coating.
that is. Yeah, it's no different to paint. I remember when I'd done my course. It was a year today. I'd done my Cork
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
and there we had paint sprayers there doing it because that's what
yeah.
they wanted to go into. And next
Mad.
thing,
Yeah,
we had a camper van conversion bloke there doing it.
right.
So he could do his camper van. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic system. I don't knock
Yeah.
anything like that. But as
Mm,
you said, it's for rendering. It's a coating. It's not a full system.
that's
Yes,
what I mean.
it's got its place in the market, and it really
Yes.
has. And where I am on the coast, it
Yeah.
really has because we get hit by all sorts of weather. It's a
Yeah.
nightmare to
So,
spray in the fucking wind. The amount of
yeah.
cars I've had to get cleaned is unbelievable. I could start a car cleaning company as well, to be fair, because
Yeah.
that just travels. It travels so far,
Yes, it's
and
light as gold, isn't it?
yeah, you can't help it. I mean, like when Si helped me, I had the whole scaffolding covered in
Yeah,
with
yeah,
tarps, and yet the next day I had the next door neighbours complaining because there was little white specks on his car.
yeah.
I'm thinking, mate, if you want to park your car next to a fucking scaffolding, then it's going to happen. You can see what I'm doing. You got a black car, and I'm spraying. You can
Yeah.
see I've covered everything in to try and prevent
Yeah,
it.
you've done
But
everything you can, mate. They just need to
yeah, the
move it,
wind
don't they?
got up. We got our first coat of cork on, and all of a sudden the wind got up out of
Yeah.
nowhere. I'm thinking, okay, so we're there trying to tie it all back down again, sort of thing,
Yeah.
before we took off.
Yeah.
So it, as I say, it's got a place, and internally it's got a big place.
Yes,
Cork.
massively. Massively.
Massive place for the mould.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it does. That's
yeah.
it. So I think for me, mate, it's like fucking when people when I talk about it, I think people feel like they're getting attacked and that. A lot of the things I talk about, I'm pretty off the cuff with it, aren't I, mate? I don't really hold no back. And I make mistakes, mate, and I do stuff wrong. Like I said, I just told you about the scratch back job there.
Yeah,
It is what it is. You know what I mean? I have to sort it out, but it's nothing's perfect. But I just feel like sometimes when I talk about like I talked about the Cork, and it's kind of like everyone thinks I'm trying to slam it. I say it's an awesome material. It's
that
great.
is. Yeah,
It's
that's
great.
so. It's so nice to use. I
Oh,
say
it's beauty to
that's
use.
all I do now because I'm VAT registered as well, and
Yeah.
the fact it's VAT exempt.
How does
Like,
that work?
what do you mean? Just I
Tell me
haven't got.
how
Yeah, I don't have to charge the 20% on top. So
on the
because
on the
on
top.
top of the court, because I become VAT, I have to add 20% to everything.
Yeah.
So with the core, because it's zero VAT, I ain't
Yeah.
got to charge it. So it's
On the full
more,
job or when? Is it a
yeah,
full job?
yeah, because it's classed as an installation. It's classed as an installation render as such. It's no VAT on it, so I don't charge it.
Wow.
So that's
How they got around that?
yeah, it's a bit that. So to my customers, if I give them the chance for fine coat system or cork, I charge the same sort of cost in labour and materials for both of them. But then if you've got a 15 grand job, that 20% is a
Yeah.
big chunk, and that
Yeah.
puts people off. So when I say, well, you can
Grand,
have
innit?
this, it's not a flat finish, it is a spray texture, and I show them, I always show them how flexible the product is, because that is
Yeah.
highly flexible, and the fact you
Okay.
get a 25-year guarantee on it from the
Right.
company.
So that's the difference between 18,000 and 15,000, isn't it?
Exactly. That's the big
Yeah.
chunk, and that extra 20%, I don't even fucking see. The tax man get that. So
Yeah.
with all the Cork, what we do is say it's all VAT exempt, and I'll just put on the bottom installation render.
Yeah.
So then I ain't got a. That's one less bill I've got to pay, in my eyes.
Hey, do you know what? Do you know what, mate? Yeah, how you just explain that makes a lot of sense to me now. Like that
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense to me.
yeah,
Like
and that's
that's
why
it.
I think a lot of people are trying to get into it now. Because I mean, I had the Cork product on my desk probably 3 or 4 years ago, sort of thing. I
Yeah.
looked at it, I thought the texture's a little bit off. It wasn't quite what my customers were looking for at the time. But then
Mm,
I think I saw your post last year on the one you had to go put right for somebody,
yeah.
and Jamie stepped in with the materials for you and
Yeah.
stuff. And I thought, actually, we'll have a look at this. And I started looking into it a bit more and more and more. And I thought, I can see this kicking off and going somewhere quite quickly.
Yeah. You attack that market.
Yeah, yeah, and I've really have ran my area. Every job I go to now, that's the first thing I bring out is the
Yeah.
Cork,
Good.
because
Good
where
on you,
we
man.
are, it's salt air, because we are
Yeah.
right on the coast. We
It
are the
works right round your
we're,
ends,
we're,
then, doesn't
we're
it?
in Norfolk. We're the arse end of fucking nowhere. We
Yeah.
have to travel 2 or 3 hours to get central to then come up to see you or whoever.
Yeah.
So we get battered by the weather around here.
Yeah.
So the Cork is the best seller for me. It really is.
Yeah. Do you know what though, Wayne? Now you've just explained it to me there, it makes perfectly good sense why it
Mm,
is. Do you know what I mean? So with people like yourself, right, who are renderers as a company, right? You're
yeah,
giving them options, right? And again, it's like people. If you say to someone you can pay 18 grand or 15, they're gonna take the 15 out there.
yeah,
If it's gonna look more or less the same as silicone,
yeah. And I
it
think it's a
looks
better
nice.
product. You get more benefits out of the Cork than you do the
Yeah,
silicone. In my
yeah,
eye,
you do.
because it's highly flexible, you get
It
that
is.
sort of. I know it's not a complete insulation, but that does save some of your heat loss,
Well, it does. It
things
does
like
save
that.
some.
Yeah,
I think though. I think
they
people
need that.
strong it too much. I think
Yeah,
people strong insulation too much.
yeah,
Do you know what? Do you know what my gripe is with it? Yeah, this
yeah,
is it. I'm well happy, right, with what you just said to me. That makes sense. I'm glad you said that because that makes sense to me to use
mm,
that as a product. You know what I mean? I just never quite figured it out. It's never made clear to me. And I think a lot of people who are renderers and plasterers and people who are doing proper cork jobs or doing
yeah,
EWY. And I think I tell you the truth as well. A lot of firms, right, who are in the rendering industry, who won't say anything because they have to be professional. Well,
yeah,
that's why they won't say it. They are pissed off about it because people are putting down this insulating render, but then you've got some dickhead who's bought a compressor and an hopper who can't render, don't have a
yeah,
clue, and they're spraying a fucking house, mate. And
yeah.
it's
That's
like
it.
that's the pissed off
Yeah,
point for a lot of
yeah,
people.
yeah.
And the thing is, I talk about it, but other
It's
people
because
won't. So I talk,
it's so easy to use. That's the
yeah,
thing. There is
yeah,
no there is a little bit of skill in it, because you've got to get the coverage right, because
yeah.
it can. You probably know as well as I
I
do,
get that.
the patchiness it can
Yeah,
cause
yeah,
is hideous. You've got to make
yeah. It
sure
can
you've
look
got the
bad.
right distance. So there are
Yeah,
elements to it, but yeah,
mm,
as I said, it is an easy product to use. So anyone,
yeah,
you know, can pick a hot, as long as if they're confident enough, then
yeah.
they can do it. If
Yeah, yeah, they can. You can. I
yeah,
think the training days are just more or less to tell you what it can and can't do, and what it's to tell you about the
yeah,
history of it. I think with anything to do with rendering, anything to do with spraying, anything to do with coating or anything like that, you need to practice. That's just what
people
it
do.
is. You
Yeah, yeah, everything.
need
I
to
mean,
do it.
I've been showing my lads how to do it, sort of thing, because now
Yeah,
I'm the applicator for my end, sort of thing. I can show them, and
yeah,
then they can. I've got enough equipment so they can all have a compressor, have a
yeah,
gun. But it's getting the right guns as well. That's the
yeah,
thing. I've got the refiner hopper gun as
yeah,
well, and I prefer that to all the cheaper versions.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
from
yeah,
Amazon, you can get a 30 quid one from Amazon. They're all right, but they don't spray properly. They're a bit more clumpy, a bit more thicker. Where
yeah,
my other one is more of a finer spray, so you can titivate a little bit more,
yeah.
control it easier.
Well, I've got a speedy spray, and
Yeah,
that's perfect for it.
yeah,
Perfect. The
yeah,
gun's banging. The gun is banging. The compressor's banging. It's just bang on for what I need. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So
That's it.
I swear
That's
by the
why I
speedy
bought the
spray.
bigger machine. That's why I bought this new one, because the amount of stuff I do,
Yeah.
it just pays for me to have a better. And I
Oh, it
wanted to
makes
try and
sense.
see if it didn't overspray as much as the hopper gun.
Yeah.
So it was more of a direct spray instead of a fan sort of
Yeah.
spray.
Yeah.
So with the more air compressor stuff like that to get it on the wall instead of in the air. So
Yeah.
and what we done last week was fantastic. Customers over the moon with it. So
That's it. So that's it. It makes sense for you to go get that machine.
yeah,
Anyone who's spraying cork and the volume that you're doing it should have one of them
yeah,
machines, really.
they should do. To be fair, to say I'm not blowing up any smoke up anyone's ass, but that machine is fucking wicked. It was superb. As soon as I saw it spray, I thought I need it. It just to make my life easier. That's what I try and make my life easier
Yeah.
than harder. Because what's the point in working hard? Keep pulling a hopper gun up, or so I'm having to bang it to get the gear in
Oh,
when you just have the machine pumper.
yeah. Yeah. And it sucks
People look
it
at me
down
and
and
think, "Well,
pulls
why
it
are you
out.
spending so
Yeah.
much money again? Why are you doing this?" Well, what invest? It's an investment for my
Yeah.
business and my body. If
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah. It's your
it,
body, mate.
it's keeping my body another couple of years. I can keep going because
Yeah.
my hands. I've given myself till I'm 50. I'm
Yeah.
44 this year to
Yeah.
be more off my tools
Yeah.
properly and be
That's it.
more. I won't say office bound, but picking and choosing what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because I can
Managing it,
do,
mate.
yeah, because
Managing
I
it.
can do the Venetian plaster and everything as well. So I want to pick and choose little jobs where I can
Mm.
go, right, yeah, that's my job. I want to do that one. I've got the equipment. I can teach the boys how to use machines if
Yeah.
they listen properly and look after the equipment. Because people say,
That's
well,
it.
you're the one who sprays all the time. Yeah, because I know how I listen to the machine. You
Yeah.
don't know, you can't pick up the
Yeah.
tones of
Big thing.
everything.
Big thing.
And that is the big thing. It's listening to what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, you know by a little change in the noise in the air. Do you know what I mean? You'll
Yeah,
know like there ain't enough gear dropping in there, or the Optimix when it starts to run out of material, the air changes, the
sounds
pressure
different.
changes. Yeah,
Yeah, sounds different. Yeah, big
yeah, it
time.
does, and
Yeah,
you know before it happens. You're like, yeah, need
yeah,
more gear in that. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Or you need to
That's it.
push it down. You know the sides. It's on the sides. You need to jam it down.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's all part of experiencing it. But
yeah,
yeah, I just like I say, back on that Cork. It's like I think it's just one of them, mate. I don't want to give it a bad name, but
no,
a bad rap. It just people seem to get the hump with it. But I'm just saying, I've just pointed out all the stuff, and you, who's an applicator, a big applicator of it, has just
yeah,
told me why it's good. So for me,
yeah,
I'm up. I'm like, yeah, man, that makes total sense.
yeah,
But the
yeah.
information, the way it comes out sometimes, and the stuff I see, I'm like, no, man. So I mean, I'll be honest, right? How much is it a tub?
£220.
What, including that?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, fuck
No,
me,
no,
that's
no. That's with the VAT as well. So it's everything. So it's two 20 a tub.
fuck me,
That's
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 dear.
expensive. Yeah, it is expensive. I mean, what did I order? I think I ordered 2 tubs the other day. Oh no, 3 tubs. Two was a blue and one was a natural, and that was 600 and something quid for 3 tubs.
Fucking hell, Wayne.
Yeah, that's expensive shit. That really is. But I look at it where when you're doing the silicone render, you're you're missing out your primer and your labour for primering. So you are
Yeah,
it evens out a little bit in my eyes. I know silicone is a lot cheaper, a hell
yeah,
of a lot cheaper, but it's just the benefits of it, and that's what my customers like.
yeah. I
The
mean, yeah. Listen, if you can get it right, and like you say on the project you save the VAT, but you don't
Yeah.
get the. Can you offset the VAT that you've paid on the material though
Yeah,
against your
I'll
bill?
still pay all that back, all the VAT back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, that makes a bit of sense then, in a way
yeah.
as well. So already, what's that? If it's two, so it's about 180. It's about
188 quid, 88,
yeah.
188 a tub.
So you'll be
But
getting
it's still,
36, 30. What is that? Yeah, £32 back.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, about £32 off for every
Mm.
tub on your VAT bill. That's good, and then
Yeah,
you're not charging customer as well. So it's kind of helping your VAT contribution come back to you, really, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
That's good.
that is. I'd say,
That's good.
well, I'd say that's one of the biggest downfalls. That is an expensive product.
It
So,
is, mate. It is. But because that's Cork's all you're buying there, isn't it?
yeah,
What? So if there's something else on the market though, because I know there's a few different types of cork out there, but if there was another one on
yeah,
the market, would you use that
yeah, oh, yeah, definitely.
if it was
Yeah,
cost effective?
yeah. The problem I've got with some of the customers we use are landlords, landladies, and they like that guarantee. They
Yeah.
want that. They want that bit of that email to say, right, we're now guaranteed covered for 25 years.
Who did I
So
get
their
that off?
paperwork. That's through Corksol.
Did they send that out? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, they'll send an email out. All I've got to do is tell them when I finished it, what colour, how many meters, and the house address, name, customer, or whatever, and they'll send me an email with the warranty,
Right. Okay.
with all that detail on. So then they've got it in their pack. So if they're going to sell a house, or they've got a rental, anything like that, they've got it in their set. And that's another
Right.
thing people
Okay.
like.
And what are
They
they
like
basing that on though?
I suppose it's the thickness what you're supposed to put on. Yeah, so that's a hard one, really. I'm not really
Yeah,
thought
because
about what they base it on.
there's no BBA with it at all. Yeah, is there?
No, there's not. I think they are still trying to, but
Yeah.
I think they're more their warranty is for like the cracking, anything peeling off, because that's supposed to stick to anything, and it does stick to fucking anything apart from silicon.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that won't stick to. So I think it's just their guarantee on that sort of things that it won't
Yeah.
peel off, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but customers like it. It is a bit of BS, to be fair, but people like that BS. They like that
Yeah.
bullshit, and that is that they do like that
Yeah.
little bit of BS that comes with it. It's like, oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we've now got a 25-year warranty on this product, sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's like windows, things like that. You get a warranty on your windows, your
You do
doors, all
know,
that.
yeah.
But who follows through with it?
Yeah.
When anything goes wrong, who follows through with that warranty? There's always a small print to get them out of it.
I
Always.
know that's bollocks though, innit? It's like, you know what it is, mate? It's spiel though, innit? That's the
Yeah,
thing
that's it. Yeah, that's the
it's
gift of the
spiel,
gab,
man.
mate. Gift of the gab. That's all it is. But
Yeah.
people love it. People love that. Love the fact that they get a bit of paper to say it's guaranteed.
Yeah. Spiel, innit though? It's spiel. It's
Yeah,
like, I definitely can see the benefits in it. I think it's awesome internally. I think
yeah,
that the tax benefit makes more sense to me now the way you explained it to me rather than how I got it explained to me before. I
yeah.
think so that makes sense. And then I just feel like the guarantee is a long one. You know, I've heard people not being able to claim on the guarantee. Like I know that people have done cork
Mm,
jobs and they've not Cork Salt specifically, just Cork in general. And
yeah,
they haven't got nowhere with claiming warranties, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And
yeah.
it's just been a nightmare. But I guess that happens with everything with Finco and Mono, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's it. So, I had it with a K-Render job. So when I done that pewter grey lot
exactly, yeah.
years
Yeah.
ago, I had the reps come out to speak to me, look
Yeah.
at the job, and they even admitted on a text message that they had problems with certain greys in their systems
Right, okay.
for drying differently, but
Yeah.
they still threw me under the bus to say no, it's the application.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
applicator's fault.
A small fix for them
He's
though, isn't it?
mixed it
Well,
wrong. He's applied it wrong. How can I apply it wrong? I'm spraying the cunt on and putting it on by hand. I'm not throwing it on the wall. I'm not putting it in a dirty puddle first, then throwing it on. I'm
yeah.
using clean water. It's mixed specifically to your 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 instructions. It's
Yeah.
water levels are the same.
Yeah.
How can I mess that up? I can't.
Yeah, it's just batches. It's a batch. It's
It's the
maybe
batch
not just
thing.
a batch.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's something wrong with it in there. I've
yeah,
seen it happen before, mate. It's happened with
yeah,
other products, other brands,
yeah.
and that I've seen it. And people have
But
tried
they
painting
don't want to.
on that.
They don't want to admit it. That's the problem.
But it's a small. The thing is, for me, it's a small. It's a in their company, in a big company like that. To
Mm.
me, it's a small
It's
financial.
hiccup.
It's nothing.
It's nothing to them. It's pennies. But to
Yeah,
us, it's a lot of money.
yeah.
That job was
Yeah,
only worth. I think that job was worth like 4.5 grand for me,
yeah.
and we actually had it completed in a day and a half. Originally, good little earner, really good
Mhm.
little earner. But in the end, I had to hack it off. I think I went back over it once, rebeaded it, went back over it, hacked that off. Done it three
Oh,
times.
oh.
3 times because one wall dried perfectly. One wall was perfect. Everything else went different colours. It was
Oh
weird. So
God.
three times it got done, and every time it was different.
Oh man, I couldn't.
So
I
that
couldn't
four and
swallow
a
it.
half
Mate.
grand was out the window.
Yeah, and then you're in your own pocket, mate.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't
And
do that with you, Wayne. That's the thing. I couldn't. I'd be telling them you're getting thin coat, mate.
yeah. But I even said of getting the paint, the color enhancer, so you had a nice because the finish was spot on. The actual
Yeah,
texture
yeah.
was banging, but it was just that color. I mean, we had one section of the wall. It looked like it had been ridged, so like ripples down the wall. But it was
Oh,
eye barred. It was eye barred flat,
yeah, yeah,
but it just looks like lines all the way
yeah. It
down the
does.
wall.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
That's
looked really
inconsistent.
weird. It
Was it
just yeah.
when you were spraying it? Was it constantly the same gear as well?
Yeah,
Like nothing
yeah,
changed. It go wet and
no,
then dry.
no, nothing. Yeah, we had because
Really?
that was the day I had the M Tech on, so that was a bag fed machine.
Yeah,
So that was perfectly gauged. Everything was set right.
yeah,
We couldn't have asked for a better day spraying. We
yeah.
really couldn't. The first
The
day we
machine
did it,
kept consistent all the way through.
all the way through, all the
Right.
way through,
Okay. Yeah,
and
that's
yeah,
very strange.
very strange. And like even when like, the sun came round on one section, where it started to dry quicker, that got lighter than anything else when I
Yeah.
eye barred it.
So that plays a part in it as well, you know.
Yeah,
The sun
yeah,
sets
right.
plays a part in it, mate.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah.
It
It's
sits
just
all with sun. Sometimes it can mess the colour up, the drying of it. If there's a scaffold in way or a scaffold in way.
yeah,
Weird.
that's weird. Yeah, you'd have thought that wouldn't affect it, but the
It
sun
does.
bleached it. It
Yeah,
bleached it big
it
time.
bleached it. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Weird.
but they shouldn't do. That's the problem.
Yeah, it shouldn't, should it? It's weird, isn't
No,
it?
yeah, they should just dry consistency, especially if you've got everything primed up and you've done everything to spec.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have any issues. We had no scaffold on the job. It was all one level.
I've heard
It
of
was
people
ground
having a
floor.
problem with it. Especially with
Yeah.
them colours like greys, mate. Like,
Grey is the worst one, mate.
yeah.
Grey is the worst colour. I mean, I've used blue for K render. I've used whites. I've used all sorts of colours, but grey was the worst one I've ever
Yeah.
had. And the amount of people who came forward after I posted about it who said, "Yeah, we had the same issue.
With grey.
Exactly the same colour, pewter grey."
Yeah.
But I
I've
can't
seen
see why
loads.
people go for that colour because it looks just like normal fucking render. Sounds mint. What I mean, if you're going to
Just
have a
base
colour,
coat.
think out the box. Everyone goes grey now. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's just base coat.
It is. That just looks like a fucking base coat. I could have done fucking K mix and got a better finish.
Just put a protector on it.
Yeah, exactly. Just seal it. Done.
Oh, that's
That's why
ledge. That.
everyone's the same. So what are you getting grey for? We've just
Yeah,
done a big Cork job in where I am, and we K mixed everything, based it all grey, put the top coat on in haze, and that's exactly the same colour as the fucking base coat.
yeah,
They don't look no different. But I'm thinking, what do you think out the box? We've gone from a green house to a
yeah,
grey house now. And
yeah,
people are like, why didn't they go back to a green? That was a nice colour. Well,
Yeah.
that's down to them.
Do you get a lot of
And
different coloured houses down your red Nate coast then?
yes, mate. To be fair, I've done with the Cork. I've done 3 sage greens.
You've done a pink one.
Yeah, I've done my very first one, mate.
Yeah.
The lavender. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done that over EWY as well.
Yeah.
That was over installation render boards as well. That one.
Yeah.
I've done say sage green. I've got a sky blue coming up next week.
Wow.
A lot of greys. We've got a couple of whites as well. But yeah, the sage is quite a good one around here. People quite like the green. I've got done one last year. I've got to do the next door neighbours this year, and their next door neighbour, all the same colour.
Oh, wicked.
3 houses in a row. So
Yeah.
I've got to worry about taping up any different colour lines or nothing. It's going to be a sage green straight
Yeah.
down the Crooked Street.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
yeah, so
Good.
that's
Good earn
quite
of
a
that
nice
as
one.
well.
That one.
Yeah, good earn of that. Well, that's
Yeah,
it. I mean, I know that there's other stuff coming out in the market, yeah, it's one of them. It's gonna be a bit of a rocky one for all the suppliers because I think people are getting into it
yeah,
now, aren't they? So
yeah.
it's
This day, when it comes to the Cork side of things, there are a few more people coming out with it now.
mm,
A lot less price as well, a lot
yeah,
less. But it's just getting their colours sorted out at the
yeah,
minute. They're just basic colours. So the problem I find, you give people too much choice, and
yes,
they get stumped on what product to use and what
yeah,
colour.
yeah.
So you just need the
That's it.
basic
I don't
sort of.
anymore.
You just need the basic colours now. You don't need. I mean, VPI is a classic. I've got the VPI Monocouche book. That's like a
Yeah,
3-page book of all their
yeah,
colours, and that's like, wow, what do I choose? And
yeah,
you could stand there for hours looking at colours, and in the
yeah,
end,
yeah,
you can't pick anything because you're just confused.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I used to
that
have
is,
pamphlets. I used to have swatches and that.
yeah,
I got from Balmy, and it's like, mate, I just throw them in drink shed. Now I won't use them. It's like
yeah.
I ain't giving anyone more
I think
than
I've got the
20
Valmet
white.
book myself. I think because
Yeah.
that's
Nah, man,
quite nice.
you've got
Some of them are
10
quite
white.
nice. Those colour books, nice because you actually get the see through pictures of the houses as
Yes,
well.
at the house. Yeah,
That's quite a
yeah,
nice touch, I think, because you can go
yeah.
right
It is.
there. You
But
go. That's what.
it's too many things, though. It's still too many whites, mate. There's
Yeah,
like 7 pages of whites, bro. It's like, nah.
yeah,
They've got 3 whites from me, mate. You've got brilliant white. You've got an off white, which is like a polar white, and then
yeah.
you've got one that's like tinted more grey. They're the 3 whites we do. Do you know what I mean?
That's it.
Like,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you don't need 800 whites, 600 blues, stuff. You just don't need them. You
it just
really
causes a
don't.
day.
Yeah, you just need a basic 3 of sort of the basic colours. Very light palette of colours. You don't want anything too vibrant. I mean, I've done
Nah.
some VPI stuff. I've done one last year. It was blue. It was a Smurf blue.
Yeah,
I've
sick.
done
I've done a blue house.
the whole bungalow was Smurf.
Yeah,
They'll have a brick red in that as well, just to match the
yeah,
bricks around here because he didn't want to change the colour. He wanted to protect the brickwork, so we matched the bricks. And VPI are good for that because they have got so many colours. You
yeah.
can get the nearest what you need. But yeah, there's just
They
too
are
much.
good. I think VPI is gone. It's on its up, mate. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah,
I say it's on its up. It's been around for a while and it's done well. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is,
mm,
I actually, when I like to think when I do me research on stuff, yeah,
yeah,
and I look into what's going to make my life better and easier. Hence why I'm getting educated by you on the Cork, mate, because I want to know from someone who does it like you and everyone
yeah,
else who's watching. Everyone else who's watching. That's what we wanted. I wanted to talk to someone who does it as a business and
mm,
they do it day in, day out. I want, you've talked about the pitfalls of it, you've talked about
yeah,
the all the positives about it. Do you know what I mean? So it makes sense now. I think that's what this industry we're missing, mate. People to talk sense. So I feel like
yeah,
with EPI now, I talk to Anthony and Nick about stuff because I'm using more of it because I like the lime content that they've got, the total breathability that all the systems have got.
yeah,
Do you know? It's
yeah.
it's one of
Yeah,
them. It's
VPI
like
is a very heavy lime content, isn't it?
Yeah,
in their mono. That
really
is
soft though. It's nice,
that
mate.
is
Stick
yeah. It's
around.
nice to eye-bar back. We've got one. The boys have just got it all base coated up, just the top part of the gable. That's going to go in a like an off-white. I done one
Yeah,
not so long ago. I had a load of gear left over, so customers have had
yeah,
that cheaper price, so they're well happy with that.
yeah.
So and that's
VPI as well.
yeah, VPI.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a nice. It's just eye bars back. It's not. It is a bit of a coarser finish, deeper
yeah.
holes,
They're
but
not
I
always.
like that. I
But
like that look.
the GF though, mate. Oof.
Yeah, yeah,
Use the GF, mate. It's fine, mate.
yeah,
Oh, like butter.
yeah,
Honestly,
yeah,
but gorgeous. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking the grain was just beautiful.
yeah,
Obviously, it needs a sealer on it after. Do you know what I mean? But I just
yeah,
feel like that's to me is an upsell as well on the job. You know what I mean? It's something that I
yeah.
upsell. We're getting
But
a
that's why I like using like the OCR stuff like because you can eye bar that back quite nicely
yeah,
and get a perfect flat wall. You haven't got to float it.
yeah,
If you're going to use a silicone or a cork over the top of it, you
yeah,
haven't got to float it up. You just eye bar it back like a monocouche,
yeah.
and
Get
that's
it
it.
all nice and flat.
Then you're
Yeah,
ready. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's mad in it, mate. It's good. All that stuff, man. It's mad.
yeah.
Mm,
Problem is, there's so much out there nowadays. It is hard to find the right system for you
mm.
sometimes because you do swap and change. I know I do
Yeah,
from
I do as
different
well.
from different brands. You think, oh, I like this. That for the next 6 months, all of a sudden, oh, I'll try that again,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and you go back to that one. I try and spread the love a little bit between the firms who I use,
yeah. It's
like
got to be
Phil Gill,
reciprocated as
stuff
well,
like
doesn't
that.
it? Remember
Yeah,
that it's got to be reciprocated, and it's often
yeah,
it's not.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, that's it. But that's why I do a lot of stuff through Build Direct, Chris, and that because
Yeah,
it's next day, and he phones me up, he asks me what I need, and
yeah,
every now and again you get a nice little freebie come through the post with you as well,
yeah,
just a little thank you, stuff like
yeah.
that. Go a long way, it really
Of
do.
course it does. Of course.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what with Phil Gill, I mean, I use him stuff like
Yeah,
that with the VPI because
yeah.
he's
Phil
got a
sound.
unit up near me, so I get
Oh
all my
yeah,
tape, I get my tape and drapes from him.
yeah,
So, and then I use another company for my beads, and I
yeah,
try and spread it around a little bit.
yeah, man.
But I always get my main material from fucking Chris at doing direct.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Always.
That's it. It's good. Like I say, Phil's bang on his sound.
Yeah,
And like I say, I know for me, right? I use Rendit as my main supplier because they've just got everything. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? And I'll tell you the truth, right? James, right, as and Kevin have sorted me right out on prices. I don't know what everyone else's prices are, right? I don't think mine are special. I think a lot of other
no,
people will have the same prices as me. If not, they'll have better because they'll use a lot more material than me. So they will
yeah,
have. But honestly, I compare his prices to people. Not I don't do it now, but I mean I have done. Say like I've got like a certain base code I don't really use come through,
yeah,
and it'll go right. It's this much a bag, Joel, and I'll get this and it like yep, sound. And I'll just out of thingy, I'll just ask someone, oh, how much would you do that? And I'm, he's always cheaper, always.
too bad, too
Yeah,
bad. That's what you want, though.
yeah.
That's what
So
you want.
my account is actually set up right, and also besides obviously the price is something, but the service that I get from them guys, do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's it.
It's unbelievable. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's why I like Chris and Carl because the service I get from
Yeah,
them is bang on.
yeah,
It's
and
bang
that's
on. I
what
mean,
I
if I order stuff from my local juice and stuff for K
yeah.
render, it take them 6 weeks to get it to me. I'll order it from Chris. I say the next day. I'm
Yeah.
thinking,
Oh man, I get
how does
all my
that
K rent
work?
up there. I get all my K rent from up there, like
Yeah,
HP12 and stuff like that, because it's right on my doorstep. But
yeah, that's it.
yeah, yeah. Honestly, I'm in that building, Wayne. Yeah, I go to direct building, right? And honestly, I popped in 2 times in a day, so I go in it morning, right? And
Yeah,
I can look in there, and it'll be to rafters, mate, with pallets to the
yeah.
rafters, to the roof. K-Ren HP12, Faster MS20 all eco rends up to, and then literally I'll come back at the end of the day because I forgot something like an idiot, and it'll
And
be
it's
empty.
empty.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I
and
wish there was someone like that round here, to be fair, a little bit local to us. I mean, we've
yeah,
got Phil, but he's still a good couple of hours, an hour and a half away from me, sort of
it's
thing.
still
It's a smaller unit,
yeah,
sort of thing. But yeah, there's no one around here to really supply render.
No.
Really,
Wow.
we've got Juicens who do decay render and eco render, the basic stuff, but there's no one to stock
Mm,
mainly render stuff.
mm,
You've got Johnston's, but they only keep the silicone render in. They don't keep their monocouche in stock.
mm.
So you have to wait for that to come in. Oh, that's why I go through Chris and Carl because it's easier.
Yeah. Oh, them lads, listen, them not direct, mate. I've got it. They've boxed it, mate. They've absolutely
Yeah,
boxed it off, mate.
yeah,
They
yeah,
guys who
definitely.
graft there, like I say, I know everyone who works there now, mate. I talk to them all the time, lads in yard, everything. They're just constantly grafting, mate, getting stuff
Yeah,
out. And
yeah, they are.
like I say, delivery comes in where and it's gone next day.
Yeah,
It's like it's mad. To see it firsthand is like bloody hell, like
yeah. So I've only been to their yard once, and that was last year when I got my Optimix.
all right.
That was it because I done the court course with Jamie and acted up the road.
Oh, you did it 2 days then, yeah.
Yeah, I called in because I went up on I think the Sunday night, stayed over in Halifax, done the course, and then came back. But I thought I'm up there. I'll call in,
Yeah.
have a look at the unit or whatever, and see Chris. Put a face to his name, sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And I walked away with a fucking Optimix in the fucking van. So
Yeah.
it was. I didn't go in there for the machine, so I was like, "Oh, we'll get it out. Well, come have a look at it."
Yeah.
And I like, "Yeah, I like that. Put it in the van."
Yeah, mate. Listen, that
Get it in
happens
the van.
all the time, mate. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
You can't leave Yorkshire without taking something with you, mate.
No,
Anyone who
mate.
comes here, anyone who comes to see
I
us, they're
just wish
leaving
it
with
was a
something.
bit closer so I could call in a bit more.
Oh, man, trust me, believe me. I had a lad over there doing some one-to-one training with him, and yeah, and I said, "Oh, Si, get us a couple of machines out. We've got a bit of time." And mate, he got one. It's
Yeah.
like he was like, "Yeah, I need it." Optimix,
Yeah. Yeah.
Optimix.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
As I say, it's as we keep going back to it, it's the best selling machine out there. That's the
it is,
best.
isn't it?
But even for newbies, it's the best machine for a startup.
Yeah,
But to get your foot in the door for spraying,
yeah.
nothing can go wrong with the machine. You change your guns on it. I mean, because I use the proper the lance off my old machine. I
Mortar
use
gun.
that for monocouche. I don't
Yeah,
use the original. I found that used to block up a lot the original
yeah,
gun with the little
yeah,
bits. So I changed the lance. I've got the meter long pole on that,
yeah,
and that's superb. That's and
yeah.
say for newbies who see it, I don't blame them for getting them straight away. It's a
Yeah,
lot of money to pay out to start with for them, but
yeah,
they soon get it back.
yeah. You'll make it back. That's the thing, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the future for Optimix. I'll be honest with you because
yeah.
I think when we start to get more of these attachments, showcased and out there, I think people will be like thinking, well, why do I need a bigger machine when I can do this, do this, do this?
Well, that's
It's
it.
like
I mean, the
transforming it.
bigger machines, yes, you can put silicone through some of the bigger machines, can't you? Like the lights and stuff, can't you?
Yeah, yeah,
But you have to then wash everything out and change it all. The Optimus, if you're not quite in the position you need to do, just pull the fucking machine closer.
yeah,
The bigger machines, you've got to dismantle everything
yeah.
to then move it to refill your water back up. To
And it
then
don't spray as good. It don't
no,
spray as good. It don't
no,
spray. They don't spray fin coat as good at all. So
no.
yeah, you've got that as well. But yeah, man. So you're all good. You're happy with your Optimix. You're happy.
Yeah,
What's the
mate.
machine called? What's the machine called you've got?
I can't pronounce it to be fair, mate. Cork machine. I can't pronounce it, mate. That's for fucking foreign names. It's one of them. It's not an easy machine to pronounce.
That's why I'm like with all
To be fair.
these funnels and base coats. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't say them
Yeah,
words, man.
that's it with VPI stuff. There's so many fucking French names. It's like,
Yeah,
just get me a white, get me a grey,
yeah.
get me a blue, whatever.
Honestly,
I have to tell them the numbers of the actual code of it, so I can't pronounce the word. This is the number I want. That's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
need.
I'm the
It's
same, mate. Honestly, I'm reading bags
yeah.
and I'm like, I have to start putting accent on and that. Like,
Well, they should really do them in English as well. To be fair, they should.
I think you have to. I think there's only a certain amount of time you can have it in different languages.
Yeah,
But I think the instructions are in English, aren't they? So if they're in That's all they have to do. You see.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, but
Okay.
because I know before they used to all be in French. I'm sure it was all in
Yes.
French, but
Yes, they did. Yeah.
yeah, but you have to if you're gonna keep doing it, you need to what you call it, you need to change it. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is. But yeah, oh man, you know what? It's been great having you on. You know,
Cheers, Joel. I've
it's
been
been
looking
good.
forward to coming on, mate. To be fair, today.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's been a fucking good one. As I say, after doing the one with Stu the other week for the mentoring group as well, that's been good. Yeah.
good. Getting into them then. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you've been doing good. You're doing a lot more online as well, aren't you? With videos as well, so that's
I'm
good.
trying to, mate. Yeah, I
Yeah,
am. You've got to have that presence now. You really do.
you
We
do.
don't advertise anywhere else. It is just Facebook and online systems now.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's good, man. It's good to see. It's good to see. Like I say, more people should be doing it. It'll help the businesses out a lot more as well.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely.
but right, mate. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna leave that one there then.
Yeah, mate. Thank you, Joel.
Like I say, she's been unwell, so I'm gonna go up and
Bless
see her
her.
now. She's coughing her little lungs up, so
Oh, bless her heart.
yeah, she'll be all
My,
right.
my mine are all grown up, mate. So I'm happy.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
my, my daughter's 21 this year.
Oh wow,
Yeah, my son's 20 this year as well.
bloody
So
hell.
yeah, they're all adults now, so I ain't got to worry about them anymore.
Yeah,
They got
you've done that, yeah.
been
Yeah,
there,
I've got
done
all
that.
that. Got all that to come, mate. But yeah,
Mate,
it's
these years of yours are the best years, mate. They really
yeah,
are.
yeah. I look forward to it, mate. I'm enjoying them already. So
Yeah, good.
yeah,
Yeah, take every day. Take every day as it comes, mate. To be
yeah,
fair,
yeah. That's it, innit? Yeah, you're right. No, man. Right. Well, listen, I'm gonna go.
have
I'm
a good
gonna.
one, mate.
Thanks a lot for coming on, mate. Totally
That's
appreciate
fine,
it.
Joel. Thanks for
Yeah.
asking, mate. Really appreciate it.
Nah, no bother, mate. No bother. Right. I'll catch up with you soon then.
See you soon, mate. Take it
Thank you.
easy. No problem, mate.